everyone, and welcome back to the Wedding Boss Life podcast. I'm your host, Lauren Dragon Cook. I'm an educator, creative innovator, and a major Target fan. Like, it's almost a borderline problem. This podcast is all about equipping wedding pros with the tools needed to stop spinning your wheels and start streamlining the behind the scenes of your business. I hope each episode leaves you feeling more empowered because, quite frankly, you deserve it. Yay! Hi guys! So if you guys can let me know who's tuning in, if this is your first time catching a coffee chat, if you are a seasoned veteran. Good morning, Tracy. How are you doing, my love? Happy snow day is right. Everyone is home today. And they are all outside right now, playing in the snow, riding their dirt bikes, and I'm pretty sure one of them took a huge spill on a snowbank earlier, and I'm like, nope, Dad's out there. I'm not available. Good morning, Beverly. How are you doing, my love? Yay, awesome. So I would love to know, do we have any new group members hopping on today's live? I would love to know where you're tuning in from. If you aren't a familiar face, introduce yourself. I'd love to know where everyone's coming from today. Good morning, Leslie. Yay! Hello. Vicky! Oh my God! Vicky! How are you doing, babe? Yay, I'm so excited. Yay, awesome. Okay, so I know a few of you are missing, but I'm going to dive on in and get going with this thing because you guys are on time and let's do the damn thing, right? Okay, so first things first, I want you guys to write down or think about any questions that you have when it comes to batching content, because the word batch to me honestly sounds like I'm making brownies. And it's really freaking intimidating, right? Like, it's really intimidating if you've never done anything related to like batching content before. So, write down the questions that you have, because you guys know, as always, we're going to have a convo at the very end, and that's when magic truly happens, I think. Yay, good morning, Karen. Hi. Vicky, yep, the boys are outside right now. I don't think you were on here yet. The boys are outside on their dirt bikes with Ian, and I'm pretty sure one of them plowed into a snowbank a few minutes ago, and I'm like, not my problem. Yay, good morning, Courtney. Yay. Oh, yeah, no, it's totally fine. Totally fine. Multitasking is where it's all at. Good morning, Fran. Hi. Okay, so like I said, let's dive on in. This is going to be a really informative coffee chat, kind of different than what we're used to, right? Because normally it's like, really conversational and, getting the wheels turning, but this one's going to have a lot of like actionable steps. So, with that being said, let me pull out my notes here so that I don't get like too off track. You guys know how I roll. But how awesome is it? I haven't had like a coffee chat, just me with you guys, in a really long time. Right? Like, it's been a few weeks because we've had kick-ass guests come on. We've had Dove and Nicole, and we've had Sandy. So, it's nice to be able to like regroup and whatnot. So love guests, love having them, but I also love hogging you guys. I love having you to myself. Okay, so first things first, batching. If you've heard of batching content, if you have ever, contemplated like learning more about it, if it's something that has been on your to-do list, but you're like, nope, that can wait until next year, drop a heart, drop a like, drop your favorite emoji. I just want to get the action going in here. So, there's a lot of information out there on how you can batch content and what it means and all that stuff. So I'm only offering you what I do, what I personally do. Okay. So Obviously, feel free to, pull from other resources and whatnot, but I'm going to be talking about what works for me in my business. So first things first, I have tried just about every freaking planner known to man, meaning, you ready? You guys are probably going to laugh. And I want to know if anybody can relate to this, okay? So I have tried now the Power Sheets. Let me keep pulling here. I have tried the Day Designer. I have tried, I don't even remember who this is. Emily. Is it? Nope, Erin Condren. I've tried Erin Condren. I've tried, I don't know where the other one is. I've tried a lot of planners, okay? So, planners they help keep me on track, but what I find with planners, just like anything else, I start to use it the way it's supposed to be used for the first month, and then I forget I own it. Right? Does anyone else relate to that? Yeah. So there's that. But what I will say with regard to trying to plan out your social media and your blog posts and all of that, a planner like this isn't necessarily the best thing to use. And I'll explain why in a second. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and, buy the most pretty planner you can find, or, the one you have isn't good enough, or if you don't have one that you need to buy one. That's totally not what I'm saying. You guys know that. So what I have found, though, that really works well for me, and with, the type of business that I have and we have, content needs to be kind of planned out. And so that's why batch days are the bomb. So the number one game changer for me, you guys, no joke, has been this guy. It's called the Content Planner. So, it is amazing. Yeah, Courtney's fallen off the wagon with all of them too. I know. The Cultivate has really been sold out. Holy crap. You can have mine. I feel so bad saying that. But honestly, Tracy, I filled in 3 pages. I'll bring it with me on Thursday when I see you. Okay? So, this is what happens on Coffee Chats, guys. You never know what you're gonna get. The Content Planner. So, if you're like, what is this? I want to know what she's talking about as I explain and show you what I'm about to. Go onto the Wedding Boss Life website. Go to the top. You're going to see a little resources. You're going to see a resources tab. Click on that. It's literally the first or second little blurb, little post that's on there. That's how much I love this thing. There's a lot of noise out there, and there's a lot of shit that we can all buy into, right? So I don't suggest or post anything that hasn't been a game changer for me. So anything you see on that page, it works, but this thing, I'm not trying to sell it to you. I hope you guys know that. Anyone that's new and watching, you probably don't know that yet, but I'm sure all of my veterans, they can attest to that. I'm just telling you what works. So the Content Planner is amazeballs, and I'm going to show you why. So you start each month here. Okay, ooh, there we go. Okay, it's hard being, ooh, look at that. It actually is working. Okay, so before each month starts, you get this little blurb here, and then you also get a whole blank page, which is amazing for all your notes and all that stuff. But then you have these monthly goals that you know that you're going to want to, try to work towards or whatever on your radar, hashtags you want to use, hit lists and collabs. That's awesome because you can start keeping a list of the publications that you want to get published in, or somebody that maybe you want to work together on a styled shoot. You guys know the ideas come, they're fleeting, and then 5 minutes later we forgot totally what we were thinking about. Maybe it's just me. I don't think it's just me, but maybe it is. So the beautiful, beautiful thing about the content planner is this, okay? You get to, there we are. You get to literally track your growth. Sorry, I'm trying to do this backwards right now and I'm failing miserably. You get to track your growth. You get to have weekly goals here, but this is all for your content. That's all I was ever using a planner for anyway, because I was using my calendar on my phone for, you know, appointments and stuff like that. So this thing is amazing because what it ends up doing is it's really holding you accountable as long as you stick to it. The month theme, this is how I come up with my themes for you guys. This is where I write it down. This is where I come up with my ideas for our coffee chats. You know, this month I will, this month I won't. You know, for me in February, criticize myself if I fall short. It's something so cheesy and small, but you know what? There were a few times that I had to look at that and I'm like, damn right. You know, I'm not gonna beat myself up. This month I will batch blog posts and tie into Instagram stories, consistently post in group. Ha ha! You guys are getting an inside look and a behind the scenes. So, you know, like this is how I have to plan out my content. But I'm going to explain how I can plan out literally a year's worth of content within a couple of days, okay? We are about to be hitting wedding season, right? Anybody excited? Anybody dreading it? Where are you guys at? I want to know. Anyone? If you're excited, drop a heart. If you are dreading it, drop something else, whatever else you want. I want to know. How are you guys feeling about the season coming up? I also wanted an excuse because I wanted to have a sip of coffee. Sorry. You know, guilty, whatever. So the other thing that I want to show you guys before I dive in on how to come up with a year's plan, year's worth of content is, yay, Tracy! Woo woo! Awesome. Okay, so is the holidays and marketing dates. Literally, you can be a rock star. You're gonna look like a rock star because did you know that December 4th, 2017 was National Cookie Day? Bet you did, unless you're like a cookie addict. Then did you know that December 30th is Bacon Day? So if you use those hashtags, you're gonna look like a rock star. People are probably gonna think you're batshit crazy, but in reality, you are like ahead of the game, right? Because you're coming up with these hashtags that not everybody's doing because not everyone's saying, oh, what hashtag can I use today? So for me, all I end up doing literally is if there's one that I see for the month, like what are we in? March. I end up putting it in my calendar here. And then if something, you know, if I remember, great, I'll post something about it. But March 3rd was National Day of Unplugging. So if you go onto my Instagram, you'll see on the 3rd, I did a post about unplugging and what I do. So just something else I wanted to bring to your attention. But all right, here we go. So now that I've gotten over all of my excitement with the planner, and I love it because it actually works, guys. It's not just pretty, it friggin' works. Here's what I do. So first, you want to come up with a theme for every single month of the year, okay? And you might be thinking to yourself, well, how the hell do I do that? What are you talking about? I want you to think about what are topics, what are themes, what are points within your business that you love talking about, that you could talk about all day long. You know, if maybe your clients ask you questions about it all the time, you know, ask yourself, you know, what do I love to talk about with my clients? What am I an expert in? So what I mean by that, I'll give you an example. So maybe you're a planner and maybe you, you know, get asked all the time, well, how do I figure out, you know, what my wedding theme should be? Okay, something like that. That's an idea for you. That is something that you can literally take and run with because let me pull up my notes here because I don't know if I'm making sense entirely or not. So we're going to make sure that I am. Here we go. Perfect. Okay. So what you want to do is you think of themes that pertain to you. So you could have a month that's all about, rehearsal dinners. I mean, that is a long ass month to be talking about just rehearsal dinners. But, you could be talking about a budget. Guys, I'm giving you theme ideas like for the month. For you guys, I will show you what my themes end up looking like. So that way you can take that and run with it. Okay, so it's messy. It's really messy. But these are my content theme ideas that I have. So, for example, slow season housekeeping, getting ready for the season. That is going to be next month. That's April for us. Insider tip. So we're going to be talking about, what you should be doing and what you're probably not even thinking of to get ready for the season. Then, things like marketing. Instead of me calling it marketing and being all kinds of like boring to all hell, I'm going to be calling it be a resource, not a sales pitch. Okay, so that's another theme. So that is going to be, I don't even know when. Maybe I didn't even make the month yet. But these are my months for me. It's just a matter of choosing which month I'm going to talk about it, right? So mindset. Mindset's going to be a month. I'm going to probably choose it when I'm feeling like people are starting to slowly get burnt out. Profitability. That's another month for us. Wedding business trends between clients, vendors, the 5 most crucial things you should do for your biz. So what I do is I literally will take a theme. I just come up with an idea. I'm like, oh, well, guys will probably need help with this. So you would say the same thing yourself. My clients probably would need help with this. Maybe it's coming up with a cohesive floral design. Maybe for photography, it's my clients need help in finalizing the last month. Literally, you could have for anybody, actually, the last month leading up to your wedding. And so it could be all of the things that you need to be focusing on as a bride, as a groom, before the big day. Like, what are the things that you probably aren't thinking about? Right? Does that kind of make sense, what I'm talking about? Like, it makes sense to me. You guys know how this goes. It always makes sense in my head, but then when I'm trying to, like, portray it and get the words out, I'm like, I don't know. Another theme month for us is going to be social media. And actually, I'm kind of excited about that one because my good friend Stephanie Blake and I are going to be coming up with a mini course on Facebook ads because so many of you guys have been asking, like, how do I do Facebook ads? Should I be spending any money on it? So we're going to be talking about that. Yay. Thank you, Vicki, because you know me. I'm like, productivity is another month for us. But, for you guys, it could be something like, what to do when you're not feeling it. When you feel like giving up on planning or, if you are totally burnt out from planning. That could be a month of how to basically recharge yourself or, how you can break it down into like the nitty gritties, that you have to focus on, but then everything else, let it go. I'm just trying to think of like different ideas for you guys. I'll have more as we go, but, so basically think of 12 different themes. Okay, 12 different themes, 12 different areas you want to focus on for your content. So when I say the word content, that also means blog posts. It means social media. They go hand in hand, and you're going to see why. This is like the biggest takeaway for you guys. Do not create more content than you need. Okay, let that sink in for a second. Once you create something, whether it be a post, an idea, use that for all of your social media channels, all of your blogging, all of it, because you're going to repurpose it. Okay, I'm gonna talk about it. So once you've come up with 12 areas that you're going to talk about, give yourself a round of applause because you literally just came up with a year's worth of content ideas. Now, this is when you're going to grab your calendar, okay? And you're going to, I would suggest for at least like the next, I don't know, next 3 months, because you guys know it's about to get busy, label what each month's topic is going to be about. And try to coincide it with what, you know, your couples are going through, with what your brides are going through, with what your grooms are going through. Right now, what are they doing? They're still planning for the most part, unless you live in like Florida or Cali. But even then, do we have anybody from like the warm states right now? Is anyone like gearing up for wedding season as we speak? I don't think so. I think you guys start in like April more so. But so once you've kind of done that, you're going to focus all of your social media posts and your blog posts, all of your stuff around that one topic. Okay? This is going to help with the shiny squirrel syndrome. Hey, Karen! Yay! You're in Florida. Okay, so are you guys gearing up? Are you guys gearing up for the season right now, or is it like in another month or so? I'm just not super familiar because right now we're having a frickin' blizzard outside, so I'm not overly familiar. Okay, so you're going to focus all of your content around that one topic, and like I said, it's going to help you to avoid the shiny, sparkly squirrel syndrome where you're like, oh, I want to post about this today, and oh, I'm going to post about this today, and oh, I think they want to hear about this. What ends up happening when you do that? Like, I want to hear from you guys. What ends up happening? Because I know what happens for me, and I'm going to tell you. But if you're like, I'm going to post about this today, and I'm going to post about that tomorrow, but it's all these random ass topics and ideas and themes, I end up phasing out. I end up falling off the bandwagon, and I stop posting after a few days because then I run out of ideas. I run out of posts. Right? Like nothing's coming to the shiny, you know, sparkly squirrel brain. So I stopped posting. This helps eliminate that because what it ends up doing is you know that no matter what, you at least have your theme for the month to fall back on, right? So any idea that you have, obviously jot it down because an idea is never a bad idea. You can use it somewhere else. But you want to make sure that you're kind of, you know, relating for the most part to that one theme for the month. So, let's see. For basically anybody, you could do a month of wedding themes. So it could break down to a post about how to choose the theme that's right for you. You could do one that's all about classic theme elements, you know, classy, classic weddings. You could do one that's, oh, my hair is crazy. Sorry, just saw that. I actually looked at myself. You could do one about rustic theme elements, but please, for the love of God, if you include anything about burlap or mason jars, I'm going to come after you myself and knock you down. Kidding, half kidding, half kidding. I think we're almost phased out of burlap for the most part in the industry. I haven't seen burlap in a long time. Thank you, God. So, another one for, you know, the wedding theme month could be garden theme elements. You know, another one could be how to incorporate your theme into your wedding day details. You know, so these are, once you have kind of like a basis, like you know you're going to talk about wedding themes, then you just go crazy with it. Like, what do people want to know about, you know, a theme itself? What do they struggle with? Damn it, Tracy. None of my brides last year incorporated burlap, and none that I know of are doing it this year, my last season. So if anybody has burlap in their wedding, I will absolutely take a picture and post it in the group and say, I lied. I lied. So does that make sense though? You guys have a theme and then you think of different posts that you know, oh no, Karen, seriously? I'm so sorry. Karen's saying that rustic is alive and well in Ohio. I'm so sorry. Well, rustic is good. Like, I love rustic. My house is rustic. Well, it's like rustic chic now. Oh God, I'm like actually using a wedding term. No, but it's before we moved, my house was very like country, like very darker colors, maroons and dark blues and dark olive greens and whatnot. But now it's like very light, but it's still country. Casey's saying, I've had people ask for it, and I'm like, how about this? Good girl. How about this instead? I feel like this is more you. This would look better. That's too funny. Okay. So once you come up with different aspects of your main theme, then those are going to be what you post about, just like I said. So one of the biggest questions I get is, how many times do I need to post on each platform each month? Like my Instagram, how many times? How many times do I need to post on Facebook? How many blog posts should I do? Here's the thing. The key is consistency. All right. And I know I've said it before, and I know you've heard it before in the industry. Maybe you've heard it, within a class you've taken, but consistency truly is key for two reasons. One, it keeps you on track. Okay. Like think about if you're, I feel like all of everybody that's watching right now on the live is a woman. So I'm going to use this example. Any guys that watch the replay, or if you're hiding out there and just haven't said anything, I think it still applies. But think about when you're doing a diet. Okay, we all at some point in our lives have tried a diet, and what works the best? Consistency, right? If you eat a salad one day, I know this is so cliche, but if you eat a salad one day and then you decide that you're going to eat, Mickey D's the next, and then Wendy's the next, and then try to bounce back with a salad, how does that work out for you? Not so good, right? There's no consistency there. It's not going to work for you. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Mickey D's. I lived off of fish fillet when I was pregnant with both the boys. So random, I know. Anyway, and everyone's probably like, ew. But anyway, consistency, just like anything else, is key. And so if you know that you don't have the time to dedicate to posting like 6 times a day on something, then you don't. If you can't post 6 times a week, you don't do that either. 6 times a month? Okay, maybe. That's a little bit more doable. Hey, Casey. Oh, yay. Hi, Ellen. Yay. Oh, I'm so happy to see you guys. Sorry, shiny sparkly squirrel syndrome. So anyway, you have to do what feels right for you, okay? What somebody does down the street from you and what, your bestie that is in the industry does from you are going to be different. I mean, maybe not if you're really good friends with them. You guys are probably similar in that, in a lot of things, but you don't need to replicate and do what anyone else is doing except what feels good for you, okay? Because the reason is, if you try to replicate what someone else is doing and that's not what really feels good for you, are you going to keep up with it? No! You have to do what feels good for you, right? So when you create your theme, and then you've thought about different ideas within that theme, you literally have just created all kinds of different posts. So, you might be thinking to yourself, well, I have to come up with a different idea for Instagram than I do for Facebook than I do for my blog. Nope. So what you end up doing is you end up repurposing the same exact post. The only difference, guys, and no one will ever be the wiser, you guys aren't. You aren't. I guarantee you, when I actually plan it out, I will post the same exact thing in the group as I do on the page, Wedding Boss Life page, but I've kind of like let go of the page. It's probably not a good thing I should be saying on the live. Whatever. You guys know me. It just isn't, I don't want to give all my time, effort, energy, and value to the page. I want to give it to you guys, the ones that are in the community, contributing to the community, because that's where my heart is. So anyway, though, when I post something, let's say on the page, I probably am going to repost it within the group a week later, but I've just switched the photo. Check it out. Seriously, check it out. And check it out with some of your, some of the industry leaders that you guys follow. If they have a page and you're in the group as well, check it out. Okay, so all you need to do is find, let's say you've created 8, posts, 8 ideas within 1 month's theme, okay? All you need to do is find 16 photos, right? because it's a different photo. Obviously, you're not going to use a very long photo for Instagram. You're going to need a square photo, right? So you could find 8 square photos for Instagram. You could find 8, Facebook size photos for Facebook. And especially with your blog, you're not going to want to use, the either the square or the long photos for Pinterest. What are you going to want to use? The long ones, right? So you're just using different photos, guys. You're using the same exact wording, the same exact content, the same exact everything, but you're just choosing a different day. So for example, let's say post number 1 that you've created, okay? It could say something, I don't even know. I'm literally going off the cuff here. How to know when you've found the right florist. I don't know, okay? Blah, 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 blah. That's your post. I hope it's not that, but if you do, whatever works. You're going to post that on Instagram, let's say, the first day of the month. But then you're going to post that same exact wording with a different photo on Facebook on like the 17th of the month. That's where this guy comes in super handy, right? Sneaky, sneaky. I know, isn't it? I know. But this is how working smarter, not harder, the theme for the month, is coming into play here. So this is how you batch. So basically, you take a day and you come up with your themes. You might not, it probably, if you really are in like the creative mindset, you could, if you're, hair and makeup, you could do, everyday makeup hacks for 1 month. Everyday hair hacks. I don't know. Vicky, are you still on here? Help me out. You could, for another month, you could do, wedding makeup styles for another month. You could do wedding hairstyles for another month. This one just came to me and it's actually really good. I'm trying to think of how to word it. The pros and cons of not having your bridesmaids get their hair professionally done and their makeup professionally done. What not to do with, what to do if you decide to, you want to piss off your makeup artist. You know what I'm saying? What to do if you really want to piss her off, or him off. How to guarantee you're going to make your photographer hate you. Just ideas like, don't ask me every other day for my photos, where they are, do you guys see what I'm saying? You can have fun with this. It's supposed to be fun. So, just thinking up ideas like that. But those are all things too that people either need to know about and they don't even realize they need to know about, or it's stuff that, you see come up again and again and again. Don't worry if it's already been talked about or if it's already been done, within a blog post or, within social media, because like we've said before, guys, stay in your lane. Don't worry about it, because how you say one thing isn't going to be said the same exact way by somebody else. And plus, the way that that person said it, wow, I just had grandma arms. Oh man, okay. The way that they say it is going to appeal to their audience. You probably don't share the same following, unless you're local. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But I'm just showing you how you can come up with, months worth of content ideas. So the other thing that, you want to make sure you do for yourself, if you have Dropbox or Google Drive or what's another cloud app? Am I missing one? Evernote, even. It's not as good. Well, actually, you could do a couple of different things with Evernote. So I use Evernote personally if I have a blog idea come to me and, I want to keep track of it if I don't have my little handy dandy planner here, because it's big. I mean, it's the size of a piece of paper, so it's not like I'm carrying this around with me everywhere. But I'll hop on to Evernote, and in my running list of notes where I have, ideas, I'll just add it to it. But what I was saying with Dropbox and Drive, you want to create 3 different folders, okay, initially, within like a main folder. So you could say content, photos, I don't know. Then you're going to want to create 3 different folders inside of that. This is what I do. This is what works. You're going to have a posted folder, you're going to have a to post folder, and you're going to have a verbiage folder, okay? So from there, then inside of that, you're going to have, your different monthly themes. If you're like, what is Lauren talking about right now? The easiest way for you to visualize this and see this is with this, okay? So I'm literally looking at the blog post I wrote is called How to Become a Productivity Maven with Batch Days. And it's right here. Okay. So what you end up doing is you're creating framework for yourself. So that way, if you find a photo that, during your batch day, during the day that you're sitting down and you're plugging away at this, dump it in there. If you're talking about wedding themes, then, and you found a really good garden wedding photo, dump it in there. Like, just put it in there. Because that way you have everything at your fingertips, and it's going to be on your computer and on your phone. So if you're posting on Instagram, you can do it on the go. If you're doing it, from your computer, if you're planning it out in advance on your computer, then you have it all in the same place. You don't have to run back and forth to a different computer or your phone. Okay? Does that make sense now that you guys have seen this? Oh, Casey, girl, I have quite a few theme ideas. I don't know if you were here for the beginning, but I gave quite a few ideas, and I'm going to give you some more too. Yes, exactly. But half the time, Casey, and this is with everybody. No one really knows how to set it up. They know they're supposed to be doing it, whatever. It could be any task, but half the problem is all right, well, where the hell do I start? What am I supposed to do? And so that's why I wanted to do a post about batch days to show you what's worked for me. So, let me go back to this. Okay. So, what else did I want to talk about? Yeah, so you're going to alternate the posts between your platforms. Another tip that I wanted to give you guys is, if you are better at speaking than you are at writing, I've got you. Because so many people have said to me, I suck at writing, or writing's not my strength, or I can speak so much better than I can write. Well, okay, then all you need to do is you need to find a voice dictation feature, and it's built right in on most of our computers. So, or you go on your phone and you open up your voice memo and you just talk, and then it can be translated into text. Yeah. So, there's always a workaround. There's always a solution to, one of your, hurdles that you are coming up with. Trust me, I've probably found the solution in the time that I've been doing this. And Google Docs, exactly. And I forgot totally about Google Docs. So Casey's saying Google Docs dictates. So if you don't even want to pay for anything, which free is for me, then go on to Google Docs. So there's that. But the last thing that I want to really drive home is that, it's only as difficult as you make it. And 9 times out of 10, coming up with content is difficult because you feel like you don't have enough time, or reality sets in and you realize, I don't even know where the hell to start. So use this as a framework to work off of, because now I don't want to say you don't have any excuse now, because that's not reality, and whoever says that is a bitch. And life happens, right? So at least this way, though, I'm just helping to make it a little bit easier to come up with, ideas and whatnot. So does that kind of make sense, what I was talking about? The key takeaways I want you guys to really drive home, because I don't think a lot of people do it this way that I do, is to think of the themes first. Think of the areas of the business that you talk about most with your clients, that are like, you feel like you're playing a broken record over and over again, or the things that the areas that they wish they knew more about. Then you think of all kinds of different ideas that go under that umbrella. Does that make sense? So the longer the post that you have regarding that idea that you came up with, the better, because then you can turn it into a blog post. Then all you need to do is take, a paragraph at a time and turn that into your social media posts. And then you link back to your blog post. Does that make sense? You do not have to recreate the wheel. If you guys look, the email that I sent out to, if you're on the email list, the email I sent out to everybody yesterday had to do with, I'm asking for guest bloggers. I'm asking for people who, want basically a huge boost in their SEO, because you're basically taking part of my website's juice. You're getting a huge boost from the website. But there's a new series that I created. It's called Get Real. And I literally just want to hear from you. What has your business looked like for you? What has, what is one common misconception within the industry that you wish were dead? What has been your biggest struggle? How do you overcome it? How do you plan on, it literally, like, the sky is the limit here, guys. There's no whatever. But the whole point of me saying that is because if you look, I posted it on social media, I think within the group, yesterday or the day before, and it's the same exact wording, right? So if you feel like, oh my God, I can't say the same thing, they're gonna know. No, they're not, because you guys, I'm not trying to be a-holes, I'm just saying, I don't know when someone else does it. You guys don't know when I do it. Maybe you do, but for the most part, if your clients, your ideal people, didn't see it on Facebook, then they're going to see it on Instagram, or they're going to see it in an email newsletter, or whatever. They're not going to see it in every single place. It's just not real life. In our minds, we think that they do, because, it feels like you're posting the same thing over and over again. But the trick here is to not do it all on the same day. You want to spread it out. So that is, again, where the content planner has saved me, because half the time, I'd have a great idea, but then I only would end up like posting it to one place because I wouldn't know when else to post it. But every single day, if you look, if you follow this, which I promise you will follow it more than other planners if you have, way too many of them, because it's what's worked for me. And I promise you, like, it will work better. Will it be a miracle cure? No. Is anything? No. Because you are in charge of making it happen, right? And life happens. But if you at least have a schedule to kind of follow for yourself. So what I do, this is one of the Pinterest images I created for this blog post all about batching content is, create 6 months worth of social media content in one day. Well, that is valid, because literally, if you guys can think of 12 different themes in a day, you are creating 12 months worth of content in a day, right? So I was being kind of generous there. But, you are going to want to add ideas to those themes as they come. But I will, look at the day. Okay, so today is March 13th. What am I supposed to post today? Oh, a shit ton, actually. So I guess I gotta get on that. But do you see what I'm saying? Like, at least I know where I'm supposed to post it and, you know, what content I'm doing. Oh God, no, Casey, no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I don't think you were here in the very beginning. Yeah, I have the Power Sheet, Cultivate What Matters. I tried the Day Designer. I've tried the Erin Condren. No bueno. It just doesn't do it for me. But this thing, because it's like, oh man, it just, I don't know. There's something also about it. Like, seeing how much you've grown in a month. Like, I'm showing you guys, like, these are real numbers. That's my handwriting. Like, though, that's how much we grew within the month from January, the month of January. So, you know, it's crazy. Like, the Instagram, you know, growing the way it's grown, yeah, it's just crazy to me. The group in January grew by 258 people. You know, but there's something rewarding in actually knowing that. Would I have known that number? No, of course not. I would be like, yay, the group's big. But does it come? It absolutely freaking does. Woo! It totally comes with stickers. And I had to totally buy extra because I'm a nerd. Because I'm a total nerd. But Casey, like I said, I don't think you were here. I'm not trying to like keep pointing you out, but if you go to the Wedding Boss Life website, at the top there's the resources tab. Click on the resources tab, and I think it's like the second little snippet of information there is this planner. And it's awesome. So anyway, that's enough of me talking. I want to open it up to you guys. Was this helpful? What questions do you have? Are you more confused than you were to begin with? Was this coffee chat something that did you go into it thinking you were going to learn this, but I totally curveballed and went the other way? Like, let me know, you know, how you guys are at, or what hurdles have you guys, you know, come across when it comes to content, you know, creation for you. It doesn't have to be painful. And so once I started to, you know, actually create without the pressure, it became so much more fun. It became so much more fun, and I was able to actually put my voice into it more because it wasn't you know, I'm in the shower and an idea came to me and I need to that wording that I had in my head was awesome. I need to go grab my phone and put it on Instagram. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Instead, what I will do is I will run to the planner that I have, and in the very back of it, I have my, like my blog post ideas, right? So I have a list of ideas that I keep. So I either will transfer from all 3 notebooks where I had like ideas, I'll transfer them into this one if I never wrote about it. Or, you know, that's where I go. They're all in one place. But yeah, so there's that too. The 31 days of social, here, guys, take a screenshot right now. Wait, can you see it? Wait, oh. If you can, I'm going to back up a little bit. Take a screenshot right now if you can. Steal these ideas. Okay, I'm literally giving these to you. This is 31 days of social content. You're welcome. Love you, mean it. But if you're ever like, well, I don't know what to post about now. There you go. Okay, I just gave you a whole month. Like, there you go. All right. Everyone get it? I know it's kind of blurry. I'm trying to like, here, let's do this. We'll do one of these. So also too, it's at 48 minutes and 10 seconds, give or take. Come back to this if you weren't able to get a screenshot. There you go. Okay, good. Okay, so Casey's asking, yay, very helpful. Have you found a particular image size works better across multiple platforms? Yes and no. So the problem with using one image, a one size fits all, just like with any clothing article, you know, the reality of that is probably, if they tell you that, then I don't know, maybe they're lying, maybe they're not. But there are certain image sizes that work better for others. So let me actually show you really quickly what I do. Really? Lauren, you're 6 years old again. Let me grab open this up. So I'm going to show you, Casey. But to answer that, the yes part of it, an 800 by 800 is better than nothing. Okay, so if you're going to use just one size fits all, 800 by 800 is the size to go. If you go into Canva, if you're using Canva, it's the social media size. You'll see it like, pre-made template or whatnot. But it is better to customize for each platform. You can use the 800 by 800, no problem, for Instagram, for a Facebook post, and for your blog post icon, like a thumbnail. But when it comes to Pinterest and whatnot, you really do want to create a longer image, because I've heard it from so many different people, but it is true. Like, because I've actually looked at my own analytics for Pinterest, and my pins that get pinned more than anything else are the long ones. The short ones don't as much. They do, don't get me wrong, they still get pinned, but I have a better, there's a better success rate with the longer ones. Leslie's saying, I've heard of batch planning, but never so clearly described. Oh, yay, you're so welcome. Beverly's saying, so I just tried to buy one, and they are sold out and not going to be reprinting and reordering, but yeah, you can pre-order 2019. Girl, I'm like... When I say this, I am sorry that they're not printing anymore for 2018, but pre-order that shit. Pre-order it. I'm telling you, pre-order it for 2019. It'll be a happy, welcome surprise. So let me show you then. Don't go out and buy, another planner that's not going to work. Let me show you what you can do instead then. So I would get just what is this? Like a 1/2-inch binder. This is if you really want to get... if you're like, oh my God, I really wanted that planner, I need that planner, she said it was good, and you really wanted one, this is probably what I would do. Go out, get a 1/2-inch binder, and then do something like this for yourself. So, okay, so it has, this you obviously don't need, but have a space where you can, track your growth, and then create your weeks. Already did. Beverly, you already bought a 1/2-inch planner. You're already making this. I effing love you. Oh my God. And so Brianne's saying, I want to go ahead and implement this during Kaylee's nap today. So sorry guys. So Beverly is saying it's sold out, but this literally is what I would do. Like, just get a piece of paper and make enough lines for each week. So the right here, this, whoa, sorry, I'm trying to do this backwards. That sucks real bad. Weekly goals. This is what it's saying. Weekly goals. So that's a weekly goal. That's a weekly goal. That's a weekly goal. Weekly goal. My business growth, this month's theme. This month I will. This month I won't. Okay. Flip it around. The rest of the week, my wins. These are small wins, guys. Like, let me see. This is awesome. I love this win. Ready? Rested. Didn't kill the kids with only 1.5 days of school. Recorded welcome video for the group. Those were my wins. Right? Didn't kill the kids. That was a win. That next week, very first coffee chat. So they're small, but that's what it looks like for the months. Then you have, just a blank page where you can put any of your ideas. And then this is, lined. I just use it for whatever. Then you have monthly goals. There are 4 of those. On your radar, hashtags, hit list and collabs, and tasks and tips that she just puts in, try this month. But I feel like an a-hole and really badly now that they're sold out, and here I am like, oh my God, I love it. But definitely, pre-order that. I promise you, it's like, I don't even know, $50, $60, but worth every penny. Maybe I should pre-order it. Now I'm thinking about it. Okay, so Casey's saying, yay, thanks. Fine. I got a pop-up for the 2018 free downloadable PDF, but now the page can't be found. Oh no. Okay. Let me see if I have anything. I'll look to Casey and see if I have anything from her, because I do have quite a bit from her. Oh, look at you go, Beverly, in Excel. Maybe you want to share it with the group, you know, whatever you come up with, or maybe you want to, you know, sell the template for $5, you know, I don't know. Maybe that could be, you know, a great idea for you if you're going to do the work anyway, and anyone else is like, oh my God, she's a godsend, then, you know, do it. Casey, yes, this is what I was doing really quickly. And then we're pretty close to 11, but I want to make sure I answer your questions. Okay, so here is Illustrator. And wait, monthly tracker. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it too, hold on. If you guys go to this blog post, the batch days on here, and you click on the free social media template, this actually could help you too. So hold on, Beverly, before you go crazy, you know, creating in Excel, grab this. Actually, you know what? If it's easier, I can always just drop it in the comments on the live too. But grab this for yourself. It's being slow because I'm going. But this is also, you know, something that you could use too. I'll drop I'll copy this. So it's weddingbosslife.com/monthly-content-tracker. So go ahead and grab that for yourself if you were planning on using the, planning on getting the other thingy, the content planner. So here is, where did it go? Oh, blog post. Nope. Let me see. Oh, I know where it is. Where the heck is the actual file? Oh my God. Oh, there's a PSD. Here we go. I'll just open it in Photoshop, but I have it in Illustrator now. Cancel. Okay, let me get rid of that and get rid of the timeline. Okay. So what I did, and you can do this in Illustrator or Photoshop if you have them, create artboards that are the exact size that, you know, for the content that you're creating. So if you don't have, you know, access to Photoshop or Illustrator, do it in Canva. I know, Casey, this is a new computer, honey. I wish you could have seen the other one. The other one, it took a day and a half. I'm not even kidding. It took probably close to an hour to just open. It was so bad, that poor computer. But let me see. So you can do this in Photoshop or Illustrator, or you can just do it within Canva. And so if you're doing it in Canva, you can literally have, you know, you could just say Pinterest content templates and just make duplicates, you know, of that pin, and then just redo it for each post that you have. But for me, this is like the easier thing, because then it's like all right here. I can just drag and drop the same fonts and do what I need to do. So that's kind of what I do, Casey, just to show you. But there's that. So yeah. Did this help? Like, was this something that was like, you know, a struggle for you? Do you feel like it can be maybe a little bit easier for you? I just I want to hear your feedback and see, just make sure. Oh, I'll show you the monthly tracker too, what that actually ends up looking like. Where the heck is it? It was right there. I'll just open it here. It's fine. Okay. Just waiting for it to load. Oh, wrong one. That's so funny. But this is the same exact thing. This is the freaking thing. Oh my God, I'm so funny. Let me find it, because I want to actually show you what you will be downloading without you having to do it if you don't want to. Yay! Okay, good. Good, good, good. I just want to make sure that, what I'm talking about is always pretty much on point. Look at you guys go. You're already downloading it like, whoa, that's awesome. I love you. Okay. Let me see. Opt-ins. Yep, there we go. Email template, SEO, survival guide. So guys, these are all actual opt-ins. Like, these are all things you can download from the Wedding Boss site. We'll open you here. No. Yay! Oh, good! Yay! Thank you so much, Fran. Good. Good, good, good. I don't even know, honestly, what I'm kind of doing right now. I'm just trying to open the monthly tracker, download, extract. Sure. I don't really know what's happening, so I'm just gonna, go with it. There we go. Can I see it? It's gonna show me. Hello? Bueller. Download. Obviously, you guys don't need to see it. I'm just, being a pain in the butt, but I wanted to show you what actually is going to look like for you. But clearly, it doesn't want to do anything now. Did it go? Nope. Whatever. I give up. I give up. Ooh, can't be open right now. Dang it. All that for nothing. That is so silly. Okay, so anyway. Yeah, special. That's me. So, just getting out of all of these things. So yeah, so that is batching for the most part. Obviously I just scratched the surface with it. If any questions come up for you guys, you're like, wait a minute, but how the hell do you do? Just comment below. I'm going to get back to you. I've actually planned out the next, the 5 next coffee chats. So you can see those in the, if you go to weddingbosslife.com/coffee chat, you'll be able to see what's coming up. So you can, make sure if you don't put these in your calendar for Tuesdays and there's something that you really want to learn about, drop it in your calendar. But yeah, next week we are going to be chatting about, are you prepared if disaster strikes? So, you guys know, my dad had a heart attack. He had a triple bypass. He's good now. He had his first day back at work yesterday. Yay! But it was absolutely, a period where if I hadn't had my ducks in a row, if I hadn't had my shit together, basically, I don't really know what would have happened to my business for like about 2.5 weeks, right? I don't really know. So I'm going to be chatting about the things that you can do to make sure that, if heaven forbid something happens, and whatnot, you at least have the basics that you should have for your business, in place. So I'm going to be talking a little bit more about that next week. Yes, he's so good. He's doing really well. He'll have like a couple good days and then he'll have a bad day. But he has finally learned at 67 years old that it's still progress. He doesn't view it as a negative anymore. He still views it as progress. So that's a good thing, right? So yeah, so we're going to be talking about that next week. I'm just trying to think of anything else I wanted to make sure we chat about. If you are interested in, if you wanted to be a guest blogger for the site, if you want to talk about, a post for the new series, Get Real, then shoot me an email with, what you want to talk about. We'll get you on there. We'll boost your SEO for you. What else? I think that's about it. Oh, and if you haven't left this was the one. If you haven't left a podcast review yet, I know I'm a broken record. I know, and I apologize. But guys, we're already climbing the charts. It's kind of crazy. Like, we're already climbing the charts in iTunes. So if you can leave a review for the podcast, for these coffee chats, on iTunes, then if you don't have iTunes, that's totally okay. I'm still working out the kinks on that one, but just go to the podcast, do a search for it on iTunes, and leave a review, but with words. It could literally be 5 words. It doesn't have to be anything long, but what you're doing is you're helping it to move up. More people are seeing it, and it's helping more people. So I thank you guys so much for everyone that has left a review already. You know, I appreciate it so much. If you're like, well, how the hell do I do that for the podcast? I want to leave one, but I don't know how. If you scroll down in the group, I think from last week, I posted a really quick, like 1-minute video tutorial that will show you. And yeah, that was it. Sorry, I know that's like a shameless plug there. I apologize, but oh, thank you, Tracy. Love you. Thank you. So guys, as always, love you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in live. If you're catching the replay, thank you for, catching up. And, if anything comes up for you guys this week, let me know. I'm here. As always, you're more than welcome to hop on a coffee and clarity chat with me. A lot of people took me up on the reading offer that I have now on the website. If you go to the Wedding Boss Life website, hop on the shop, you'll see I offer 2 different kinds of readings now. One that is a recorded one. You can ask any one question that you want, and I send you the recording back. And the other one is a live 1 hour, one-on-one with me. So there's that. I just wanted to make mention of that too, because a lot of people were asking me where they could find it. So there's that. Oh, thank you, oh, thank you, Casey. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Courtney. Bye, guys. Have a fantastic day. Stay safe, stay warm if you're in New England, and I'll chat with you next week. Bye, guys.